Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? Back on here today, make another video. Today is July 18th, 2019. And I just want to get into a little bit of, believe me, there's a lot of us who are looking for the Lord's return. A lot of us believed and thought it was going to be yesterday. But look at guys, I want to say this. Don't be discouraged because a day that we thought the Lord was going to return, He didn't return. Know this, that Jesus Christ is going to come very, very soon. Okay? I want to tell all you guys, look it, just take comfort in knowing that right now at this very moment, if you talk to Him, He does hear you. Right now, when you pray to the Lord, He hears everything that you say, and He is with each and every one of us. He knows that we are waiting for Him to come back. But there's people that's in this world that He loves who is not ready. They do not believe in Him yet. And He's waiting for these people to come to Him. It's like, guys, there's plenty of us out there, including myself, that if He would have came 10, 15, 5 years ago, we would have been left behind. Like me, for myself, I'm thankful that God had mercy on me. Because let me tell you guys, before I was a believer, I was shot with a rifle in the stomach. Okay, the doctors told me an inch to the left I would have been crippled. I might have even died. I was in massive car wrecks. I was a really, really bad drug user. I'm talking about really bad. I mean, I did things in my life, guys, that if the Lord would have came, or if I would have died back then, my destination would have been hell. And God knew that even though these bad things in my life happened to me, He kept me alive, knowing that there's going to be a day that comes that I'm going to accept Him, so that I will be with Him when either the rapture happens, or even if I take my last breath, right? It's like this, guys. For all of us, like for people out there who's 30, 40, 50 years old, look how fast our lives has gone by so far. Me, I'm 32, I'm about to be 33. And it seems like this time in my life just flashed by. Like let's say another 20 years if I die in my 50s. Let's say if the rapture doesn't happen within that time frame, which I know it will. Either way, no matter how you think about it, we will be with Jesus one day. We will be there. It's inevitable. We are going to be with Jesus one day. In heaven, in the city full of mansions that's built out of gold, diamonds, and precious stones. Imagine that sighting. Imagine that feeling, guys. Don't be discouraged. Don't be depressed. Guess what? I know that a lot of us are going through things here on earth, but there's nothing that God can't handle. Just pray to Him and ask Him to show you a way and to give you the strength to go through it. Last year, guys, I was going through so hard times. Believe me, I didn't even have 2 pennies to rub together. But yet, with the strength of God, and with brothers and sisters on here, a couple of them helped me out when I needed help. I want to thank you guys for that. I still remember your name, Cynthia Perez. I remember you. Thank you for what you did for me, for helping me when I needed it the most. And I want to say this, guys, don't get discouraged by the mockers and scoffers. There's a lot of people who claim to be Christians on these YouTube channels and in the comment sections who judge us, who talk down on us. And guess what, guys? I'm human. I still sin. I have anger. Guess what? A lot of these people who come on my page and on seeing people say stupid things, I tell them off. I know it's wrong and I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm human. And I still need help with that. I have anger. And I have pride that I need to get rid of. But a lot of these people tell us, like the one of them is, the rapture's not in the Bible, and you guys are human, and you're turning the word of God into what you guys want to believe, and you guys are lost, and you guys are not Christians. It's like those kind of people right there just put anger inside of me that I can't get it. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. There's so many things going on right now, guys. And we just got to understand this. Just look it. Do what we got to do while we're here on earth. Stay faithful. We got to keep praying. We got to keep our heads held high. Don't get depressed. From now on, these people that make these videos are saying, God told me the day of the rapture. I'm staying away from that, because all it does is bring aggravation, depression, and anxiety when those days come and go. It's like me, what I do is like I never ever on any of my videos set a date for the rapture. I'll give speculation on certain days, like I did just the other day with the 7/17, but I never ever say that God told me that day. I try to guess what these visions are, or these dreams, try to understand what these numbers mean. But he is coming no matter what, guys, okay? Let's not be the 5 foolish virgins who was waiting for his return and then suddenly just got discouraged and turned back, right? It's like this, guys. I've seen Jesus in plenty of my dreams. I mean, like one of them, I seen him come down from heaven like a gold feather. And he sat on this white marble throne. I mean, this throne was the size of Mount Everest. I was hundreds of miles away. And in this dream, I said, man, he is so far away. How am I ever going to make it over there to see him? I posted this before. I don't know if any of you watched it, but I'm just going to give another explanation of it. He lifted me up out of this crowd and bring me to him. And like the blink of an eye, I was sitting right next to him. He sat me on his lap. His face shined like the sun. He had short hair, kind of like that painting of that little girl named Zakane. She painted a picture of him. And the mustache was the same, and everything was the same. And his face was so bright like the sun, I couldn't see his actual face. So when I sat on his lap, he looked at me, and I asked him, Jesus, do you love me? He looked at me, and he smiled and shook his head yes. That dream was amazing, There was also another dream to where he bring me up there. I flew through the clouds and I was in the church waiting room, and I seen my mom, who was already passed away, and I sat next to her. And I don't know if you guys watched that dream. That's the very first video I posted on this channel. My mom told me to sit next to her. She said that God was happy with what I've done, because at the time, just like a week or two before that, I quit smoking marijuana. And she told me God was happy with me, with what I was doing, and I was changing my life. And, in this dream, Jesus walked in. I didn't get to see him. I woke up out of my dead sleep from that dream crying. I was hysterical because the dream was so real, I thought that it had happened. Guys, Jesus is not showing millions and millions upon millions of us these things that's happening just to tease us. He is coming soon. Now look at it. Look at this. Jesus said that when the rapture happens, there's going to be a great lie, a deception. Look at the deception that's going on right now. Out of the clear blue, for hundreds of years, now out of a sudden, the government wants to talk about aliens. Or aliens are real. Or we've seen alien spaceships. They're flying around. We've seen this. Now look at this. We got almost like 1 million people right now that signed this petition. They're going to go storm Area 51 to see what's inside. But come on. At the same time that Donald Trump is presenting this peace plan that Abbas and the Palestinians just now agreed to. It's a 7-year peace plan. Come on, guys. Let alone at the last Trump, even Donald Trump. His last name is Trump. It's like there's too much. I want to say coincidence, because God is not a God of coincidence. I just want to say, guys, God bless every single one of you. He is coming soon. Don't let nobody get you down. Talk to you guys next time.